Previously on the Displacement for the Dream Diaries.
Stealth again. I'm hoping that this is it, because if this is not it, then I don't know what
is. Revenue from Airbnb to cover the cost of the entire property so that I can stay for free. I closed my successful business to follow my dream.
TKO Skin will be closing.
It took me around the world, but I landed in a hot seat.
New York State levied my bank accounts. I'm living in my car.
Thank you for believing in me.
Now I'm working to get out of my car to spread love on TV.
I love yourself. I don't know. I have to try. Nothing will stop me.
Displacement for the Dream Diaries.
Living life like a high life. Everything is just top notch. I can make it to the finish line completely effortless. I can see you on the seaside, straight back like a dry one. Let me know what you're thinking of when your eyes close.
Knockouts. So I just wanted to show you really quickly where it is that I'm staying. This is it. Did you see there's a little patio outside? And I am actually going to be pulling out of here today, but I wanted you guys to see a little bit of it before I got on the road and got on my way. It was such a wonderful and amazing experience. It was exactly what I needed at the time that I needed it. So this is the big comfy couch with these big old pillows. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Got a flame that will burn you. Take your time and let it out.
I'm just pulling off from Hollywood on to the next adventure. And, you know, it's difficult for me leaving places because, but it was time. You know, I had been there and, you know, I had actually, the grind had kind of dampened. And so it was time for me to move on. And so I just came to just go get the rest of my stuff from there now. And so now I'm off to the next adventure. And I don't know what that new adventure is going to be, but I'm trusting in the Most High. I'm trusting in divine order. I'm trusting in Source right now. I was really going through it earlier, like really going through it. Like I was, because like, you know what, for some reason it's like leaving, like once you go into comfort and once you go indoors, like going back out into the wild, going back out into the unknown, it's always difficult for me. I don't know what it's like for other people, but it's difficult for me. And so leaving was really emotional for me, and I was like trying to kind of like hold it together. I'm a human being and I go through the gamut of emotions. Before I started making this daily series, people used to always think that I was happy. And I've made some videos sad. I decided not to make a video today when I was sad. I decided to pull myself out of that on my own, then come make the video. But it seems like for some reason, when people see my sadness, for some reason they turn away from it. For some reason we don't like sadness. We don't like sadness and we don't like anger. There is a place for both emotions. There's a place for sadness. And it's like, I wonder what other people do in their life. They don't want me to be sad. What do they do in their own life when they're sad? They don't want me to give myself permission to be sad. And I do. I accept all of the full bouquet of my emotions. Sadness, even envy. There's some people that I envy, and I deal with that envy. Most of the times I tell them I'm envious. I make a conversation out of it because there are people who, they make YouTube videos and their videos get tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views, and it seems effortless or whatnot. And I have a certain amount of envy for that ability, that promotion, that sphere of reach. Well, I have some envy. And so, you know, and I was talking to a person yesterday, and I just tell them, I'm like, I'm so jealous of your channel. I'm so jealous of your numbers. And most of the times when you come to a person and you let them know that you're jealous or envious of them, it alleviates that for you on the inside. And then when they talk to you, you realize that there's really nothing to really be jealous or envious of. Everybody's journey is different. This is my journey. Their journey got them to where it is that they are. And their journey is different than mine, and that's okay. And then most times the stuff that you're envious of, it's just normal, commonplace for them. Because somebody came to me and they said that they were envious of my ability, like their numbers were higher than mine. But they said that they were envious of my ability to make videos that are engaging, like talking to the camera, one-on-one, be able to tell a story, be able to connect with people, be able to energize people and invigorate the masses. This person told me, even though they had the numbers and everything, they said, look, if I did a GoFundMe, nobody would contribute. People just don't really connect to me that way. And so, and everybody's channel is different, everybody's journey is different. This is my journey. And I'll say this, because I wanted to talk about what happened earlier when I was really going through it, because I was feeling like I didn't have much support and people were against me, and I was really like just feeling down, and just and it's so tempting to want to turn away from those ugly feelings, those feelings that make you feel ugly, the ones that make you feel unwanted, those triggers, those gremlins, those ogres, the nagging, the moles, those things on the inside that just clip away at you. It's easy to want to turn away from those, but those are the things that need the most love inside of you. Those are the things that need for you to turn your attention on them. So what I ended up doing was I ended up using some coaching techniques on myself. I started just breaking it down. Okay, what do you mean when you say you have no support? And then really questioning, is that true or is that not true? And then questioning, why is it that the vitriol of the people who are against me feels so much more lucid, so much more vibrant than the people who are for me, who support me, who contact me daily and uplift me? Just asking myself these questions. And I just started answering the questions backwards, just answering each question. So I had to ask myself, if I am for you, who can be against you? If I am for you, then who can be against you? And it's true. As long as I got my back, as long as I'm down for every single step of the journey, all I have to do is keep this body strong and the mind sharp. That's it. And I will do the rest. I will grind for you, Tonya. I will grind for you. So it's like all I have to do is stay up. All I have to do is stay relaxed, stay pliant, stay pliable, and stay in the fight. Keep myself up. And if I am for me, who can be against me? I'm here every single day in this existence, in this body. When I wake up in the morning and when I go down to sleep at night, I am here throughout every single step of the way. I cannot leave this ride. I am here. And so if I am here, then who else outside of me matters, honestly? Who against me out there matters? So I just pep talked myself. Because you know what it's like? There's more than one part of me. There's the body, there's the mind, there's the spirit, and then there's the higher self. There's the all-seeing part that covers all of this. And there are different parts of my energies on different parts of the plane. And so it's like, I am in this fight. I am in this life. I am experiencing it. And there are things that my physical body needs to do. There are things that my mind needs to do. And then there are things that my spirit needs to do. And so my body needs to do its part. My mind needs to do its part. And my soul needs to do its part. And it's like the body is the workhorse. The body is the part that houses the soul and carries the spirit. The mind is the part that the brain exists inside the body, but the mind exists everywhere. And the soul, it has no beginning and no end. And so our energies are at different parts of the plane. And it's like, so I need to do the things that I need to do to keep my body strong, to keep my body fit, and to keep my body healthy. There are things that I need to do to keep my mind rested, to keep my mind relaxed, and to keep my mind sharp. There are things that I need to do to keep my soul energized. to keep my spirit lifted, and to keep me feeling full and vibrant energetically. So it's like I use my mind to think of what it is that I need to eat and how I need to organize and how I need to navigate through this with my body. My mind gets me the food that I need to eat. I eat the food. My body stays strong. My body houses my spirit, houses my soul. And so it's like when all of these three are working in unison, I'm good. It's when different parts start to fall off and when you start slacking at different parts that things start to, oh, I like that light coming. It's my computer is down here. Look at that. Yeah, so it's like, it's when one part starts to falter, when your spirit is low, or when your mind is tired, or when your body is fatigued or out of shape or out of whack or doesn't have the nutrients that you need. It's when those things are out of balance that things start to it's like the domino effect, that things start to really kind of fall down around that. So that's what I'm working on now. Let me concentrate fully on driving. I will see you all in the next video.
Living life like a high life. Everything is just top notch. I can make it to the finish line completely effortless. I can see you.
I want you guys to see this beauty. Oh my goodness. We are driving down by Santa Monica, by the beach out here.
I need to find out what's hiding underneath. Cause I got some questions.
They're judging you based on their perception, but they need to realize that it's a mirror. So they're really, really reflecting back to themselves. It's like you're judging them based on your own perception.
But what about people who will be like, I would never be in that situation. I work. I would never.
Those are the people to be concerned the most because I think those are the ones that could actually get a rude awakening. There's many situations where people have had it all together and then they lost it all. It's not necessarily something that's always within your control, so to speak.
Yeah.
It is sometimes a series of a domino effect, for all you know, that doesn't give you time to recover.
Continue on South La Cienega Boulevard.
It suggests that people do a lot of research on homelessness and conditions associated with homelessness.
I don't know if they can even hear us. It's so loud.
Yeah.
Well, I have to turn the thing back on.
And conditions associated with it, because when I started doing that, I started to really develop even more of an empathy than I did before. Because
when you started doing what?
Researching homelessness?
Yeah.
Take the exit toward Kenneth Hahn.
What does a person do to research homelessness? How do you research homelessness?
You got Google. You just start typing in different search words that you're curious about. At the underlying reasons, like housing scarcity versus homelessness. Because that's the problem. It's not that people aren't ready to be housed, it's because there are not enough homes to be home.
Okay.
Affordable housing, so to speak. I mean, yes, there's plenty of housing, but not affordable housing. And I know that a lot of rent control properties and so forth are being cut down and destroyed so to make room for the more higher priced high rises and so forth.
Yeah, that has been part of the issue with me finding a place that's just suitable, a place that's safe and clean and oh, goodness.
Yeah, I mean, look at the rents. I mean, if you want to do research on your particular situation, look what it costs to afford.
Yeah, people don't understand.
A 2-bedroom or even a 1-bedroom.
They were telling me I could find a 1-bedroom out here for $500. I was like, really?
I don't even think you can get a sober living for that amount.
That's crazy.
And even those are really higher priced.
Yeah.
A lot of times, some of these people who end up in a homeless situation is because they were constant givers.
Oh.
Then they gave till they couldn't till they had no more to give, and they get put in a position where they're forced to receive from other people.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I'm glad you said that because I gave away so much of my stuff.
Think about that.
for no charge, and then now people are like disrespecting me for asking. But you know what? You're right. Like that seminar you were telling me about that cost $400 for the weekend. It's like that's why people charge these prices.
Yeah.
Because it's like.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have to survive. You have to live. Because if you can't, then what do? You know what I mean? How do you survive? How do you live? So people moan and groan at these high seminar prices, but it's like what it is that it's like if you don't assign a value to what it is that you're doing,
then people don't appreciate it.
Yeah, people will think that it has no worth. Like people they see a video that I put up. I put up a video every single day, edited, scored with music, teasers and trailers in the front and back, and they're like, "Why don't you work?" And I'm like, this ain't work.
Yeah.
You're watching a video, an episode every day.
Yeah. And they're like, well, she's getting ad revenue.
Ad revenue with a designed image for every video, and this not work.
Yeah.
Like this stuff, these skills, information technology, all of this stuff has a value, and it's up to us to assign that value. And I'm going forward, no more of what it was before. I'm assigning value. I'm going forward, and can't nobody ever say anything to me in the future about why I'm charging.
Next time on the Displacement for the Dream Diaries. I found a place that I thought was a good fit. The deal fell through. I really, really, really thought that I was going to manifest something. It's like it's gone on for too long now. The Displacement for the Dream Diaries.
So this is the sun setting in Santa Monica. I mean, it's still freezing, but it's cold, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You see, this is overlooking the beach at Santa Monica.
I know people have tried, but none of them is like me.